Good day, what's going on YouTube? Hope everybody's doing well. So, it's been just over a week since we've downsized and moved into our smaller place. You're probably familiar with the term keeping up with the Joneses. Well, in today's terms, it's kind of keeping up with the Kardashians. I'm so glad I don't have cable TV to keep up with that. So as we downsized and we're in a smaller place, Michelle and I were just talking yesterday about how comfortable it feels and how like at home it feels and how we're not feeling like we're missing out. I find there's this urge in society and with people to do more of what everybody else is doing, or really push ourselves to the limits financially, time-wise, mentally, physically, just to keep up with what everybody's doing. So larger house, larger space, more property, bigger car, more expensive car, newer car, whatever it is. We're always in that comparison. The sooner we stop doing that and focus on what we need to do, focus on what makes us happy, focus on what we really enjoy, the more fulfillment in life we're going to get. So last week, as I was cleaning out the house for the last day, as the owners were taking over possession, I sort of shared my thoughts with it. So I'm gonna run that right now, right after the intro. I hope you guys enjoy it. And if this is the first time coming across my channel and you haven't yet, there's a subscribe button below. And if you enjoy my content, a thumbs up is always appreciated. If you hate it, toss in the comments below on how I can do better. I might read it. I'll probably read it. And you'll get a nice response, because I like to kill you with kindness. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the upload, and as we're now settled in this place, likely more videos to come. Thanks so much. Let's see how this works. It's the end of an era, and it feels pretty good. You guys remember this space, right? Everyone, right? This is kind of the office layer. We had pictures back there. We had this sign, or what is that? A photo or a portrait of New York back there. It's all gone. We've sold the house. We're moving. We've moved, and we've already sold the house. They're actually taking possession today. So let's talk about the downsizing, why it can be a good thing, why it can, well, as I don't have the mic up here, why it can be a bad thing, because you may have misplaced some things that you might need. But I'm gonna share sort of why this is a good move for us and what's ahead next. One of the awesome things here is this is going to be the last time coming up to the third floor, and it's not really a bad thing, but we don't have AC in this house, so when it hits 30 and 40 degrees like it's been this summer, it's not the most comfortable up on the third floor. And after a leg day, the last thing you want to do you hear the echo in here? Hello? Yeah, the last thing you want to do is climb up and down those stairs a few times, but all in all, it's all coming together. So this house has been absolutely great for us. It's in a desirable area. It's got lots of space, almost too much space, but it's good. It hasn't really cost us a lot in terms of fixing it. We've done some updating in terms of making it look a little bit modern for a house that's 107 years old. But the biggest issue we have is the three of us plus the dog, we just don't use this space. Let me kind of show you what I mean. So like this is the living room space. There's an office over there, dining room space over here. This whole space, this right back here and right over here, this is like the size of our new place. And realistically for us, that's all we really need. And like I said at the start, being able to downsize and streamline things for us, not having to spend the time cleaning this space, it's so worth it. I know the family taking over this space are going to enjoy it that much more. This room back here, we actually turned into like a walk-in closet because we just weren't utilizing the space. We've got 4 bedrooms here on this level, 2 bedrooms on the other level. One we turned into an office, one we turned into just sort of like a hangout area. Bathroom up there, bathroom here, bathroom on the main floor. The basement is even plumbed. The basement you can hang out in. We've got a garage back here. This garage, that garage there, that's like a, oh, you can't even see that. And this garage right here, that's like a workshop dream. That garage right here is almost the amount of square footage as the house that we are moving into is. So that garage, that's a whopping 650 square feet. The house that we are taking over and moving into is my old rental property. I don't think you've been introduced to it on the vlog, but you will. So downsizing, the reason why we focused on this, and Michelle and I had actually been talking about this for a couple years, is selling this place. There's a lot of land here, there's a lot of property here, and there's a lot of space, so our time is spent in keeping and maintaining this space as much as possible. Whereas honestly, I would like to spend my time doing other things. We've got a growing fitness studio that is requiring a lot of our attention. We've got a daughter in grade 12 who's graduating that requires a little bit more guidance as she's coming into adulthood. We've got a Portuguese water dog, and any of you out there that have a Portuguese water dog require the amount of, or know the requirement of the amount of not only physical attention they need, but mental stimulation too. Also, I mean, I would rather be doing other things like this, and like video editing and like creating, because that's, for me, a huge outlet. And then there's also, obviously, the fitness side of it, which if I'm spending time cleaning and doing things in the yard here, that takes away from everything else. So the reason why we're really downsizing, and we've been focusing on it over the last couple of years, is just to streamline everything that we're doing and be able to put my focus into where I want to, as opposed to cleaning and doing chores, because no one really likes doing that, right? So with this whole move, the best part is definitely no casualties, no injuries. Well, I mean, besides this, I caught my finger on the side of a car and it just pulled back the skin and there was blood everywhere. It was, anyway, that was really it. But this past April, Michelle and I were in the Philippines and in Hong Kong, and we really saw sort of that minimalistic living and people living in considerably small living spaces. Like this here, this was the size of our entire Airbnb in Kowloon. It's massive, it's probably a whopping 150 square feet. And the pièce de résistance, we've got our bathroom here, which doubles as our shower. And now that I have some time, I'm actually going to upload that apartment tour that we did of that really super minimal living, which I think when you guys see that, you're going to be amazed at how small the space is. But I mean, it's really effective use of the space, and here in North America, I really feel like we're not as in tune of that minimalistic living and streamlining things, whereas you really see that in Hong Kong and more developed areas. That said, we've got a ton of space in this home that we never use. So those are the reasons why we really wanted to downsize and streamline things to make it a little bit easier. I'm definitely not a minimalist by any stretch of the matter, but this has sort of opened my eyes to really not having so much crap around and just keeping it a lot more straightforward. And there's a reason why, because it takes away my focus on things that I want to be spending more time on. So talking about minimalism, like, I'm definitely not a minimalist. I have, or had, like 12 pairs of Nike running shoes or Nike workout shoes. Now I have 2. and one pair is on its last legs. So not by any stretch am I a minimalist, but I am really trying to downsize things, as I was talking about, for the focus side of it, because the more I'm focused on those things, the less I'm actually focused on kicking ass in what I'm doing every single day, and the less I'm actually focused on creating and working on my workflow, or I've really put off over the last little while itemizing and cataloging all my video stuff. So can we go back and cue where I wrecked my MacBook Pro?
Memory if we need to transfer stuff.
Yeah.
Oh shit! We just spilled some coffee.
Yeah, that. So when I wrecked my MacBook Pro, I hadn't backed up my laptop in a while, so I lost a lot of information. Plus, all the photos that I had backed up on the Time Machine, I've now got to catalog and put them on a different hard drive because I can't fit them on my new MacBook Pro, because the amount of memory on my MacBook Pro, you get it, is less. So it's streamlining things in terms of the video and organization. That's what I get to do more of, and that will help me in terms of my workflow, create better products for you guys, and I'm just gonna have less stuff, which, you know, as in the North American population, we collect a lot of stuff and we have too much stuff. So if you're watching this, maybe this will sort of like encourage you to donate some stuff or give it away. Or what I did was post a bunch of stuff on Garage Sale and on Kijiji and use your phone. Throw it on eBay, throw it on whatever it is that you want, and you will find that you don't need this stuff, and this stuff is far better to someone else who would use it. So I think that's really it. I know that Michelle should be here in about 15 minutes, and we're gonna do one little last walkthrough here. We're gonna put the keys down, and we're done, which is, you know, initially I was a little bit sad, but actually I'm really looking forward to us just having more of a focused place for stuff and having less stuff, but having it more appropriately placed and having it actually being used. So I think that's it. Let's sign off this upload. This is going to be incredible to come back to in a few more years and sort of see what, by us downsizing, what that allowed us to get to where